Hi, my name is Sarah Rae. Welcome back to my channel, and today I thought I'd let you take a look at my makeup collection. So this might be a little bit of a long video, but I thought I would let you take a look at what I have. So let's go. So first I have the Wine Only collection by Colourpop. I'm not going to take anything out of the packaging to show you exactly what it looks like. I'll do that in a different video when I play with it on camera. But this is a little brush, kabuki brush for the shimmering dry oil in the shade Sangria. I have the Color Super Shock Shadow Duo in the shade Muse and Wind Down. And I have a blush in the shade Brute Flute. I have the Evian Natural Mineral Water Facial Spray. Some of this is not in my bags or anything, so, or unpackaged, as you can see. I have the Kush Lash Primer by Milk. I have the Marc Jacobs Glow Away Dewy Coconut Face Luminizer. I have the Milk Kush Clear Brow Gel. I have a Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation in the shade 185. I have MAC lipstick in the shade Whirl. Let's move this out of the way. I have a bunch of Rare Beauty makeup. I have shown it on camera before, but I will show it again. So let me dump it out. So I have the 3 brushes. I have the foundation brush, the eyeshadow brush, and the concealer brush, which are fantastic. If you haven't tried Rare Beauty, I suggest you try it. I have the foundation. I actually have 2 concealers. They're in the same shade. 120C. The foundation is in the shade 170W. I have the luminizer in the shade Memorize. I have the 4-in-1 Always an Optimist Mist. I have the eyeshadow in Magnetic Spirit. I have the liquid eyeshadow in the shade Nearly Neutral. I have 2 of their blushes in the shade Happy and Bliss. I have 2 of their melting blushes in the shade Nearly Neutral and Nearly Mauve. I have their primer. I actually have 2 of these Dewy lip balms. One's in the shade Honor, which is on my table over there, which I'm not going to get up and get. But this is in the shade Praise. And then a Lippy balm in the shade Nearly Neutral. And it's all in this little bag. Then I have this little bag that holds my Laura Lee Los Angeles brushes in, and also the Nudie Patootie palettes, the first one and the second one. So I have those. Then I also have some drugstore products. My favorite drugstore primer, which is the Wet n Wild Impossible Primer, which is fantastic. Blurs your pores, smooths out your face. It is amazing. I don't know why more people don't talk about it. Color Icon in the shade Nude Awakening. Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. The Big Papa Mascara. A bunch of the Cloud Pouts lip mousses. The Marshmallow Lip Mousse. They are in the shade Fluff You, Girl You're Whipped, Pour Some Sugar on Me, Cloud Chaser, and Fluffer Nutter. I have a brow shaping gel, a brow pencil. I don't do brows much, so I don't know why I have brow products. The world may never know. I have Pat McGrath Labs Liquid Lust Legendary Wear Matte Lipstick in the shade Divine Rose and Divine Nude. Let's see what else. Is there anything else in this little bag? Oh, I have the Wet n Wild Incognito concealer, and I have the Palladio X Casey Holmes Lippy in the shade Georgia, which is pretty much empty, but I keep it around anyways because it's one of my one of my favorite lippies. I have all three shades. I will show you the other two shades when we get there, but yeah. Then I have the Colourpop Fade into Hue palette. I have the Physicians Formula All-Star Face Palette. I have the Colourpop Frozen 2, both the Elsa and Anna palette, and the Star Wars Baby Yoda palette, which is up on my stand. I didn't grab, but they are nicely positioned on my stand, so I don't like to take them down unless if I'm using them. So I have the e.l.f. Glow Dewy Mist, which is almost empty. Let's see, I have this traveling bag that I take with me whenever I'm on the go, which has a bunch of brushes in it. It has the Roller Lash mascara and a bunch of lippy pencils that I won't go through. There's just a bunch of them. I have the NYX Marshmallow Primer, the L'Oreal Paris Air Volume Mega Mascara, the Lily Lashes Triple X Mascara, the Colourpop Ultra Blotted Lip in the shade Sleepy Eyes. I have the Kush Lip Balm by Milk in the shade Bubble. Then I have more brow stuff. I have the Total Temptation Brow Definer in the shade 310 Medium Brown. And to go with it, I have the L'Oreal Paris Brow Styler Boost and Set in the shade, let's see here, brown, I guess. Let me put these away. Then I have the Colourpop Stick Foundation in the shade Light 50W. This is the No Filter Stick Foundation. I have the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade Fair 2. I have Colourpop, I have two of the Brute Flute Colourpop Shock Cheek blush. So, yay. Have no idea unless if you're going through your collection, which I don't do often. I have the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek highlighter in the shade Lunch Money, which is a beautiful highlight. I have the Becca First Light Priming Filter. I have one of my favorite lippies, which is the Natasha Denona Lippy in the shade Red. Don't know much about it. Don't have really any information. I got it in a BoxyCharm. So, it is my favorite lippy. It is a beautiful candy apple red. Okay, where to next? I guess we'll do lips next, because that's my favorite part. We got two Nyx Lippies in the shade Dirty Talk and Cali. We got, this is Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Wedding Bells. Two more MAC products in the shade Runaway Hit and Sultry Move. Got a Nars Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in the shade Dragon Girl. I like to wear that by itself. Let's see. There's actually supposed to be 4 of these. I have the other one in my purse, but they were a collection. These are the Melted Matte Liquified Longwear lipsticks by Too Faced. They are in the shade Candy Cane, Caramel Apple, and Sugar Cookie. So, that didn't work, but you get the colors. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. These are 2 of the lifter glosses in the shade Petal and Stone. And the Nars Light My Fire. This is a powder matte lip pigment. So these are my most favorite lips that I like to wear the most. So, and then this is the Nars Orgasm lip balm. So let me put all of these away real quick. will just take a second. Alright. Now, eyeshadows and blushes. This is Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Flower Child. This is another Super Shock Shadow in the shade Lightning Bug. This is one of my favorite Too Faced palettes. This is Pumpkin Spice palette. I like it. It smells like pumpkin spice, and I love pumpkin spice. This is one of my favorite Naked Urban Decay palettes because it's purple. And I like the color purple. This is the Glow Gleam Beam Elf Highlight Palette. This is a sample of the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Matte Bronzer, which I actually have the full size of it in my other bag that I'll show you. And these are blushes. This is the most frequent blushes I wear, which this is the CoverGirl Peach Punch Blush. It's peach scented. And this is the Burt's Bees blush in the shade Toasted Cinnamon. And then inside here I also have the Matte Oil Control Primer by e.l.f. because I like that primer. And then all of my brushes. I also have, let me pull them out. More palettes. I have the Natasha. I can't speak today. Natasha Denona Peak Palette. The e.l.f. New Classics Palette. The Colourpop Crush Palette. My favorite Gather Round Sisters Hocus Pocus palette. It is beautiful. Then the Colourpop All That palette, which is similar to the Wine Down palette. I really didn't need to get that, but I like wine, so I have to get anything wine. I don't have to, but I like to, so I got it. I tried to get the whole collection, but that didn't happen. Alright. Next we have the Big Daddy bag of them all. I have my makeup in bags because I don't have drawers for them yet because we are moving. I'm from New York originally, and we live in North Carolina right now, and my mom's family's from Wisconsin. We used to live there when I was little, and we're moving there at the end of summer, which I'm really excited for. So when we move, I'm going to get drawers for my makeup so I can store them properly. But until then, they are just in like little cases, makeup cases for them, like little traveling cases. So my mom got the cases for me for Christmas a few years back, maybe last year or the year before that. And I will leave the link for them in the description box below. But let's get into the Big Daddy case. The big case. Thank you, Finn, for knocking one of my cases off the bed. Little brat. I love my cats. They are mischievous, though. He has to lay on my case. When I open it, he has to lay on the lid as soon as I open it. So the first makeup palette we have is Physicians Formula Butter Collection X Casey Holmes. It is awesome. I love it. I get anything Casey Holmes related. I try to anyways. I love her. She's one of my favorite makeup YouTubers. So then we got the Beauty Bakery Breakfast and Bed eyeshadow palette. We have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sugar Glow Kit. We have the Hourglass Ambient Palette, which I think I got maybe last year or the year before. I think it was last year. I love this palette. This is the Nomad X Berlin Underground palette. It is beautiful. I love it. It's mostly shimmers, but it has one matte and you can work with it. It is beautiful. Can I have this, honey? Thank you. Alright. Okay, let's start up here. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation in the shade 13N Ivory. This is the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid Hydrating Foundation in the shade 20 Classic Ivory. This is a lip gloss. Just LA Colors Mood Tint lip gloss that I like to wear. It comes off like a pinky color. This is a lip that I got at Marshall's. It's Bella Pierre Cosmetics. Never heard of them, but the color is antique pink and it's really pretty. It came with a lip pencil too, so I like it. This is Manna in the shade Lip Whip Faith. So it's really pretty. This is Nars Orgasm Lip Tint. These are my other two lifter glosses in the shade Reef and Moon. Let me try saying them right. This is a Natasha Denona lip pencil in the shade L14. So it's a orangey red color, pink, orangey red. This is the Total Temptation mascara by Maybelline. The Nars, I have two of them. The Nars Creamy Radiant Concealer in the shade Light 2.3 and Light 1. So Madeline and Chantley. So got that. This is the NYX Powder Puff Lippy in the shade Puppy Love. A e.l.f. Seriously Satin lip in the shade Pepper. I like my reds. This is the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit in the shade Send Nudes. It's a dirty. I also have the Total Temptation mascara, the Liquid Cat Suit by Wet n Wild Send Nudes, the Kylie Cosmetic Liquid Lipstick in the shade Posy K, the Kat Von D Liquid Lip in the shade Double Dare, 2 more lifter glosses in the shade Reef and Moon. Of course, the Great Lash by Maybelline. Everybody has that. These are the other 2 Palladio X Casey Holmes liquid lip that I was telling you about. These are in the shade Obsess and Rescue. I wish these were still continued because I would buy like 7 more of all 3 of them and have many of them. I try not to use them because I don't want to run out of them. I have another Manna Blooming mascara. I have the Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick by L'Oreal Paris in the shade 828. A Baby Better Than Sex mascara. Let's just grab the rest of these. A Baby Hangover Face Primer. A Liquid Cat Suit Wet n Wild in the shade Coral Corruption. Queen in the shade Wifey. Nars in the shade Orgasm again. Ola Neon Velvet Liquid Lipstick in the shade The Easy Cell. It's really pretty. A Kylie Cosmetic Liquid Lip in the shade Surprise Me. And Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon in the shade... What shade are you? Enjoy the View. So let me put these back. Hershey, stop growling. Okay. Then we got the Kush Waterproof Mascara by Milk. We got 2 Kiko Milano blushes in the shade Dreaming Coral and Arctic Peach. They're coming off. It's hard to read. The Wet n Wild Cushion Foundation in the shade Natural Beige. Elf Poreless Primer. I'm becoming unable to speak. The Good Girl by Lottie London. It's a highlight. Some setting sprays. We got Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Maybelline Lasting Fix. Farsali Rose Gold Skin Mist. Milk Grip Set Refresh Spray. The Highlighting Powder Mega Glow in the shade Bionic Dream. Physicians Formula Rosé All Play palette, the Just Peachy Mattes, the Flower Beauty Bakery setting powder, the Mini Jawbreaker Jeffree Star palette, the very used Maybelline Lemonade Craze palette, Kylie Cosmetics bronzer in the shade Tequila Tan, and a blush in the shade Close to Perfect. The Tarte Timeless Soothing Primer, the Too Faced Fancy Pink Diamond Highlight, the bigger Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. It's really pretty. The Farsali Unicorn Essence Primer, and then the Neutrogena Radiant Creamy Concealer, and the CoverGirl Outlast Ultimate Liquid Lip in the shade No Whining. You can probably guess why I got that, but it's a really pretty color, so. Then we got the Fit Me Maybelline Loose Finish Powder in the shade Fair. The Yensa Tone Up Primer. The e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation. The CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. Didn't know I had that. I do now. The is this Maybelline? Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. The Broken and Used Wet n Wild Mega Glow Limited Edition Highlighter in Crystal High. The Professional by Benefit Primer. This is a little wine lip tint that I got at when I went wine tasting at Richard Childress's wine place. So I had to get that. I just had to. I had to, you know? This is Revlon Rose Glow Primer. This is the CoverGirl Skin Milk. This is a Wet n Wild Mega Liner that I will never use, because I don't use eyeliner. As you can tell, I have no eyeliner. I'm bad at it. I also have hooded eyes, in case you didn't notice. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer in Dewy. I have slippery hands. Dewy. I have the Butter Bronzer, which is very used. The e.l.f. HD Soft Luminous Powder. I have the Tarte Shape Tape Setting Powder. And I lastly have the Wet n Wild Contour Palette in the shade Dolce Leche. Dolce di Leche? Sure. We'll go with that. So let me put all of this back. we'll close this and push it away. So that was my makeup collection. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys like my makeup collection. That's it so far. I will keep you guys updated on what I get from now on, so we don't have to do a whole new video of showing you all of it all over again. I'll just show you updates on what I have that's new. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell for notifications when I upload. I forget to say that stuff all the time. I always say it at the end of my videos. I feel chatty, but have a wonderful day. Bye.